I wanted to just rise partly to support this very necessary, albeit nose-bleedingly expensive measure, which is absolutely essential to make sure that people can afford to heat their homes over the course of the next few months, but also while supporting the fundamental underlying principle and the humanity behind it, also to register some grave disquiet over the point just made about the Henry VIII powers in this bill. And it isn't just me, it is many people out in the industry as well who are very concerned. And this is not just a constitutional point, although that matters, of course, and the Secretary of State needs no lessons from anybody here in his concerns about Henry VIII powers. It's also because clauses 13, 21 and 22, broadly speaking, give him the power to intervene and reach in past Ofgem on pretty much anything he likes, for pretty much as long as he likes, providing he can persuade himself or a few other people that the emergency is continuing. And, Madam Deputy Speaker, that means two things. Firstly, it means that nobody is going to be willing to invest in our energy industry if there is a continuing risk that the rules of the game and the goalposts of this industry are likely to be moved on a political whim. And secondly, it means that I'm struggling to think of a measure which will be more welcomed by socialists on the other side of this House, because it gives them a carte blanche opportunity, without having to do anything in Parliament, to renationalise anything they like over the course of any future Parliament, unless we A, trim these powers very, very substantially, and B, put a very significant sunset clause on them. Because at the moment, Madam Deputy Speaker, we have a programme that's supposed to last for 6 months and then it's going to be reviewed in a Treasury-led review, but these powers carry on well beyond that. And that seems both dangerous and too broad, unconstitutional and very, very dangerous for the sake of investment in this industry. So I would urge my right honourable friend to think very, very carefully about this and to trim that feature of this bill very urgently indeed. And the final point I would make, Madam Deputy Speaker, allied to that is the one area where there isn't a sunset clause, we're actually removing a sunset clause that already exists, is on the existing energy price cap, which will now no longer be sunset clause as we originally agreed to in this Parliament and when it was originally created. And that, Madam Deputy Speaker, means that a piece of legislation which has dramatically and demonstrably failed to do what it was originally supposed to do, which was to kill off the loyalty penalty, will carry on like some piece of undead legislation and will never die. And that's the one thing that absolutely should. So I hope my right honourable friend will think again on those two important issues.